Okay guys, welcome back to my kitchen. We are going to cook today a broccoli and feta omelette. Now this is just a kind of simple but delicious and nutritious snack, or small meal. It's a little bit different from what I've cooked before. Is because it provides an incredibly tasty and nutritious alternative to a kind of full carbohydrate meal. So this is a great alternative. Let's get cooking. You want to be using a good non-stick skillet pan. Yeah, spend a bit of money on pans, man. Like, goodness me. My old house, mate, like I just had the most terrible, awful pans, and everything you tried to make was just awful. Like my mama, all her amazing, beautiful food, she tells me it comes from the fact that her pans were passed down for her mother and all sorts. So flavour retains in pans. I don't know if that's true, but quality pans are gonna last you forever. Okay, so my grill's on, my pan's on, it's getting nice and hot. Now we're gonna start chopping some broccoli. What you want to do is just using the florets really. Most people chuck this away. It's really good. I use it in like if I was going to make some sweet potato mash or something. You can actually cook with this bit. Just use it like a potato and just mash it in there. It's got so many nutrients in it. But for this, we just want to nick the ends off. The small ones are the better really, because it is an omelette after all. So we've got probably just over a handful here. What we're going to do is just to kind of peel away and just make them into very small pieces. We're just going to spray the tray with this low-calorie spray. It's oil. For most cooking I use, as you've probably seen already from the other videos, I use coconut oil, just because it doesn't go rancid. It actually retains the value of the food when cooking, because it's got like a high, it can withstand high heat. Obviously the reason I'm not using it here is because I don't want my omelette to taste of coconut, right? It's pretty obvious. Otherwise I would use that for everything else, but this is just a really low calorie spray. So what we're going to do now is throw our broccoli in there. I'm going to cook that for around about 3 minutes. Okay, now we're going to start making some eggs. Okay, so while this is cooking here, we're going to grab a couple of eggs. So just whack them in there. So I'm using 2 full kind of medium-sized eggs, and I'm going to use another egg, but I'm only going to use the egg white in this egg. I'm going to whip open this low-fat feta cheese here. We're just going to whip off kind of like, what's that, like a quarter of the packet here. So now we've got some dried dill, just to give it a bit of flavour. It's also a nice spice. With a bit of pepper. Pepper again is a good spice, getting metabolism going. You just put the whole mixture in and amongst our omelette. Okay, so this is where the cheat comes in. What you can do now, if you want, is to flip the omelette. That's the kind of traditional way to cook it. Get it nice and loose and flip it. Because I'm using broccoli, it's a little bit bigger, and it kind of won't create an even cooking surface. So I'm going to stick it under the grill just for about 30 seconds to a minute, just to let that the top bit cook and set. Okay, so as you can see, cooked perfectly now. Woohoo! Does it smell good? It's delicious. So what we're going to do, slide this onto a plate or a board. If you want to try and be cool like me. All I would do now to serve it is put a tiny bit of olive oil or flaxseed oil, preferably. Pepper. A beautiful superfood, delicious, high protein omelette. Guys, as ever, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. Don't forget to subscribe, check out some other videos. If you've got any questions or comments, leave it in the box below. I'll put all the ingredients of this delicious meal in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Now leave me alone.